according to chemical officials, that they haven't laid off anyone, they're just having them do other things. Is that correct?
To my knowledge, they would have to answer that, but that's, to my knowledge, that's true. It's my understanding that none of our industries have laid off any employees.
Mayor Thompson, is there any kind of rebate being considered for property owners who have had to pull their water during this stress?
Those type of considerations have not been made. In regards to conservation, I'm sure there will be a difference in that area, but not at this time. All of our efforts are really being put on dealing with the issue at hand.
When you mentioned earlier, all certain kinds of issues are being brought to your attention by the public and responding to them. What kind of issues would those be?
We had a report of some of our car dealers washing cars, and they were only doing a limited number of cars. They have all ceased to do that, and they've all complied. In fact, we've heard from some that they are not doing it. We've had the local school boards have been great. We've heard from TCS, they're using paper plates, etc., and that they've, again, the schools, businesses. We've had calls from local restaurants, again, telling us that they've cut down, they're using paper products, so not to have to use dishwashers, etc.
What about places like hair salons, that kind of thing? Any policies as it relates to those?
Our policies are consistent with the press releases we've issued in regards to 100 cubic meters are the only businesses that have been requested at this time to cease operation, those and laundromats and car washes. We have had a number of industries and institutions, again, that have contacted us and identified that they are, of their own fruition, cutting back and conserving water.
But you are meeting the demand and don't see the need to bring in other policies at this time?
That's right. We have been, the community is doing a great job, and we can really see that. And our key is to lessen the stress on the pumping station as it stands right now. The MOE is working with us also, and we're having wonderful cooperation in regards to the 3 pumps that are in operation. 1 pump is working consistently, a 2nd pump is only being used intermittently to meet peak demands, and the 3rd pump is being used as a backup and held. And so as long as we continue to conserve until the other pumps are repaired and in place, we really thank the community for the work that they're doing.
Are you looking to have replacement parts for the pumps that have not functioned, or would you be considering running new pumps to replace those existing pumps?
And the issue again is the impellers, which we've showed pictures of, and I do believe we've got may have some new pictures available. The pumps themselves are fine. The issue is the impellers. There are parts that are currently at the facility, and that's one pump is being repaired, and our timelines were remaining the same as having 1 pump in place by the end of this week and a 2nd pump in place by the end of next week. We actually have another set of impellers are currently in the air. We've chartered a plane to ensure that they are here and on their way to ensure that those parts are here.
So could that 2nd pump operate on what you have in stock now, or do you have to wait for shipment of this private plane to repair the 2nd pump?
We are waiting, the parts that are being expedited to us currently are for the 2nd pump.
Where's that coming in from?
It's coming in from the U.S. All of the pumps were made and the parts were made in the southern states.
When do you expect that to?
This evening. And there is mechanical time in regards to prepping the pumps and installing those.
And we asked yesterday at the news conference who the supplier is?
And I have not provided that information.
Have you discussed it with the members of council or the emergency group?
There have been a great deal of discussions, and further investigations into the root cause will happen at a later date, and that information will be available. At this time, our priority is maintaining our water supply.
Can you give us an update on how the other 3 pumps are holding up? Has there been any deterioration in them? I know that you stated before that they're...
Yeah, and we're doing monitoring in regards to vibration and all of those things. To date, things are looking very well, and as again with the conservation methods, we are only continuing to use 1 pump and only intermittently a 2nd pump, and it looks very good in regards to the pumps are repaired and in place.
So once the parts do arrive at the treatment plant, what's the turnaround time from the time they arrive to the time that pump would be back up and running?
And actually the parts, the pumps have been torn down. They are at a machine shop, a repair facility to deal with those, and there is some time to ensure that the shafts and bearings and everything is balanced and before it can be shipped back to the plant and put into place. That's why the current pump that's being worked on will be is scheduled to be up and running this week, by this Friday, and the 2nd pump by the end of next week.
Can you talk about the pictures up there, the
Sure.
2 impellers? Is that a good impeller or a bad impeller?
You can see the deterioration around that area.
Looks a little frayed.
Yeah, and that's a good one.
And the bad one now, what, it looks like, why does it look so damaged? Has you been
Yeah.
bringing up carcasses from the ocean or something?
No, this is interior. This is treated water. We have been doing metallurgic testing in regards to this failure. It is unprecedented. We've had the MOE, we've had people in the business for years. This is unprecedented. That's why metallurgic testing is being done in regards to this. And I will note the 3 pumps. These pumps are lifting the water from the facility to the distribution. So all of the water is meeting all of the requirements and being treated, and so it's not that issue. We've got lots of water in the plant. It's about pumping it out to the distribution center. We have checked all other pumps throughout the system, and they do not have this problem.
Because, I mean, it looks physically damaged.
Absolutely.
How does water do that?
And as we noted, a complete root cause analysis will be done at that time, and testing has been done.
Not sabotage, is it?
These are internal pumps, and it is believed that the most likely possibility is a metallurgical problem. So that quickly.
What does that mean, a metallurgical problem?
An issue with the metal that it was made out of.
Not strong enough, or whatever?
No, could not necessarily, no. It's, we can discuss that after.
Well, the impellers are made of brass, aren't they?
Yes.
And is there any discussion about having a different material used?
We have opened up, as I noted, I believe yesterday, we've ordered parts for all of the pumps, and we've also ordered stainless steel parts. At this time, we are going to have another scrum with our emergency operations center. It is still operating 24 hours a day with a great deal of input from staff, and we continue to monitor the situation and are working to resolve it as soon as we can. Thank you.